Letter to My Father is a sorrowful letter that Fergal Keane has written to his father after his death. In this story, his father becomes a drunkard, which led to the destruction of his family and later on a separation. After his death, Fergal wrote a letter to his father describing all the years that they were split apart and how the relationship was torn.
In the second paragraph, Fergal describes his father crashing into the house with a strong sense of drunk.
He knocked over the Christmas tree, chairs, and went straight to bed for another bottle of alcohol. Fergal's father claimed that it was a big break of Hollywood, but his mother and siblings could no longer stand it. Drunkenness and alcoholism was a major factor of his separation with his father.
In the next paragraph, Fergal describes the departure. They steal away quickly so your father won't know.
In the next paragraph, Fergal describes their departure. They steal away quickly so their father won't know. This proves that not only was he keeping secrets from his father, but he didn't have the courage to even say goodbye.
Later on, when his father finds out, he feels sorrow for the loss of his family. This is a good example of a broken relationship. After his phone call with his father, who wanted to speak with his mother although she refused to, Fergal understood what made love the saddest word in any language.
Love can split families apart and can also reflect a person's thoughts on another person. Usually the saddest part of love is when a person loves another, although they may not love them back. Unrequited love.
This is what happened to the relationship between Fergal and his father.
Fergal describes how his father developed a type of sickness due to the excess amount of alcohol. Fergal also mentions his departure between him and his father. As they tried to find one another, Fergal gave up in the end, as he stopped calling or sending him letters.
This showed that Fergal disconnected himself from the relationship between he and his father, and in the end he regrets it, but it is too late, as his father died of heart cancer. Letter to Daniel is a non-fiction text by Fergal Keane, and the narrative technique is in the form of a letter, speaking directly to his son, Daniel. It is a strong emotive piece of writing. Not only is it a father's expression of joy and hope at the birth of his first child, it tells readers how fatherhood has changed Keane's perception of his relationship with his own father. He has forgiven his father. The letter is made up of 3 sections, each with its own mood and tone. The opening section is full of love and joy at the birth of his son through the use of word choice. For example, he creates a mood of hope and luck when he talks about how Daniel's birth was good feng shui and how the Chinese staff are repeating, "So lucky, so lucky." There is a strong feeling of union because Keane refers to himself and his family as we and your mother and I. Between these sentences, Keane reflects that his outlook on living has changed. Keane then uses contrast in the next section where he talks about the terrible things happening to the children in various war zones, which he has seen in his work as foreign correspondent. His attention to the setting and details made them much more realistic. He expresses his feelings of fear and protectiveness towards his son. This sentence is a turning point, with Keane telling Daniel that another reason why he feels so protective towards his son is that he never really knew his own father. In the final paragraph, the letter returns back to the mood of love and joy, plus a powerful mood of hope for the future. He uses positive language to express his hope.